woke up early this rising, and I could see that the dawn was nigh. And so I started doing some yoga. You know, it made me feel so high. And when I lay down in Shavasana, well, I could feel the sun in the sky. And I knew that the time had come now to go down to the ocean for a ride. Morning bliss when the sun comes rising from the sea. Morning bliss when you wake up smiling next to me. Morning bliss when I'm loving everything that I see. Feeling a new beginning rising up inside of me. Morning bliss when the sun comes blowing off the shore. Morning bliss when the waves call you out to come catch more. Morning bliss when I'm loving everything that I see. Feeling a new beginning rising up inside of me. Feeling a new beginning rising up inside of me. CSL Kaua'i, how's everybody doing? All right, are we awake? Are we rising? I would like to introduce now, with great love and gratitude, the Reverend Doctors Patrick and Rita. Rita and Patrick, let's go make some noise.
Woo! Hi, everybody. I love the beautiful sea of red on this side. What happened to you guys over here? Okay. Oh, Dr. Waldman.
So if you wonder what this looks like, this is called sleepwalking. No, we had a great day yesterday. Great day. We welcome you all here, everyone online. Our telethon, we're going to talk about that a little later. It was a great day. It was a community day. It was a global. I've never had so many people calling that they watched it this year. They go, "This is the first time." I go, "We're on number 6."
And at one time we had 200 people online.
So as they say in Disney, we are popular. Okay, so let's just take a moment to center in and don't have to lower this energy because this energy is too good to lower it. But let's just bathe in it, shall we? Let's just bathe in all of this incredible love that has just permeated and continues to permeate this space that we call CSL Kaua'i and the Institute of Magnificence. As we celebrate our magnificence here today, we celebrate even more than that. We recognize who and what we are in every moment, and that is God expressing individually, and yet we are collectively one unit at all times. So let's have at it. Let's have this beautiful music by Amy and Jeremy behind and through this building, and just allow this time to unfold with perfection, with love, with purpose. And with that, I just say thank you. We let that be so, and so it is.
So it is. Amy and Jeremy Brown, take it away.
I woke up early this rising, and I could see that the dawn was nigh. And so I started doing some yoga. You know, it made me feel so high. And when I lay down in Shavasana, well, I could feel for a ride. Morning bliss when the sun come rising from the sea. Morning bliss when you wake up smiling next to me. Morning bliss when I'm loving everything that I see. Feeling a new beginning rising up inside of me. I'm feeling a new beginning rising up inside of me.
Is that one of your creations, Jeremy? Oh my God. So it must be so
Yes,
amazing
they
to
were
be
here.
able to compose music.
They were
It's just
creating
like-
here yesterday as well. And I said, "So Rita, what are we talking about tomorrow with the?" And she goes, "Oh my God, you're right." Because it felt like we had 4 Sundays. Gentlemen in the back, I mean, we take our hat.
Charles and Jonathan. Woo!
It was just really wonderful because it was a win-win for everybody, because where we got the gift of these wonderful, wonderful talents that came in together, all of this incredible talent was here, and it was for a great purpose. And if you'll remember, here's some news for you. This is what the money is still coming in because it can. And And so it keeps coming in, but we're at $80. So I would not be a good, yes. And I would not be a good spiritual leader if I didn't tell you next time, I have no doubt. But here's the thing with that. We talked about principle, we talked about a lot of things here, and we just know that by this thing called life. And so I'm going to let you do, we're going to just call it 20,000 because I know it's $2,000. And Rev D and Sue, how much poundage is that for food? Over where?
Okay, I don't know where we
so
are.
Thank you.
Exciting.
And everybody online, yes, they write. There you go. So Rita.
Okay, so oh my God, where are we? Look at the wall behind you. That's our vision statement. Can we say it together with our full hearts and take it in and bridge from duality to unity, consciousness. Yeah, we definitely did that yesterday in all different ways. We were definitely one. I was so verklempt by that. I was so moved by side that don't usually come here or never come here, decided to come and share their talent with us for
wonderful set of songs yesterday.
Yeah. Intelligence that governs the whole universe. So and is represented in each and every one of us. So that's all I wanted to say today.
That was
I think it's enough to take in.
So, who is here for the very first time? Anyone we know? Anyone here? Oh, you're here for the it's okay, we're not going to all point you out. He's here for the very first time, everyone. Yeah. So, we just wanted to let you know that we do know something about you. We want to share it with you.
Are magnificent.
Why not?
He's not
he
sure
says,
about
why
that.
not? And the reason that we tell you that is because recognize wonderful people like you.
God is magnificent.
Something.
How much love can I love you, the nature, and you love the nature. How much love can we hold in our hearts? How much love, so much can we hold in our hearts? How much love can we hold in our hearts?
And in that love is this life that I choose to call God good. This infinite reality of all that is and nothing exists outside of its life-giving presence. And I know of the infinite, an outlet for the nature of me to the degree that I read wide to this wonderful truth. And what I know, abundance flows through me and to drain no effort, only the effortless circulation of good, clarity, and love. I draw into my experience only those who resonate with truth and harmony, because I am centered in truth and harmony. Where healing is needed, healing occurs. Where clarity is needed, clarity dawns. Spirit in me recognizes the spirit in all, and peace is the natural outcome. I know that the creative impulse of the divine moves freely as my full creative expression. Ideas come with ease, blesses my life and the lives of others. I trust my inner guidance, for it is God in me, seeking to express more fully. And finally, I cleanse imprinted on every cell of my being. My thoughts align with peace and confidence. My body responds with strength, balance within me to renew, restore, and uplift. I am so grateful for this living truth, grateful that the law of mind is already acting upon this word, and so I release it.
Album is called Holy Child.
Okay, it's beautiful.
So many good songs on
I don't
there.
think you've
Alexa, Sunshine Rose.
Sunshine Rose. Wow, she knows how to talk about love, right? And Reverend Dr. Walt, thank you for that beautiful treatment that was very connected and totally felt. So thank you. It was a beautiful moment. I just love everybody, even just like focus on one, but I have to say something to Alex and Chia, because, I mean, there was so much. There was something that was, there she is. There was something so special. If you haven't, beautiful interpretive dance and poetry and Alex, and that, you know, it was just this, to me, it was like generations coming together as one in this beautiful, beautiful, it was just amazing. And we were all sitting here with our mouths open, just going, oh my God, in tears. So thank you for that, and thank you to everybody. I mean, I could go on and on. Sue Buckley walked in here with this Kanakapila, right? I got it right. A group of women who were all playing the ukulele and singing together. And, oh my God, whatever the word is. Yeah, and Jeremy and Amy who gave of themselves. I mean, there was just like, it went on and on and on and on. So I really encourage you to look it up on YouTube and watch it again and watch the moments. They're just beautiful. So, that being said, yeah, it is. It's true. We were sitting at the dinner table. I think it was like 6 o'clock, and he goes, "You got to write our talks." And I was like, "Talks? Oh, tomorrow's Sunday. Okay." Anyway, so I'm not doing it tonight. I have to go to bed tonight. And then I wouldn't go to bed because it was 7:30, and I'm like, we can't go to bed at 7:30. That's just like impossible. So we sat down and started watching Julie Andrews on TV and fell asleep. So, no offense to Julie Andrews, but so yeah, okay, it's all right. Sometimes you're in resistance. So I just want to talk about one little thing today, and the title is, Isn't That Simple? Oh no, is it that simple? Is it that simple? Yes, it is. I am thinking of a quote by Ernest Holmes, and I want to start with that. He said, "We've made a riddle out of simplicity." So what he's talking about is how simple this teaching is, how simple the universe works, really, and how we create this like complexity and this confusion with something that's really simple. And why do you think that is? First of all, it's because we're free. We're free to think, we're free to make choices, we're free. And we don't necessarily understand how simple it is because our thinking mind kind of gets in the way. Oh, here comes Quanta. Our thinking mind gets in the way and starts to make confusion out of something that is very simple. But the only way that I found to actually practice this, because it is a practice, simplicity is a practice, is that no matter what's happening, I have to bring myself into the equation. I can't all of a sudden step aside if something is happening that's not pleasing, something that seems, challenging or confrontational or whatever, or just something, either within myself or with a relationship with another person or experience I'm having. If I take myself and I remove myself from that, then what have I done? I've put the power outside of myself. I've put what's happening outside of myself, saying that that's that and I'm me. And that's not true. Because if we're really practicing that, unity consciousness, we understand that everything that's occurring is our reflection. And this is really a hard thing for people to accept sometimes, because it sounds like you're blaming yourself for somebody's, for your illness or somebody's bad behavior or whatever it is. But that's not what it's saying. It's saying that it gives you your power back. It gives you your power back to make the changes that you want to make. Because if you put yourself outside of it, you have no power. All you have is what other people call victim consciousness. We just become a victim of whatever's going on, instead of saying, wait a minute, this is showing up. So my mentor used to have a saying, he still does, because he has it up on his wall in his office to remind him, because when we do a lot of counseling session or meetings in our office that might be, whatever they are, it could be anything, that'd be pleasant or unpleasant. He has this thing on his wall that says, God is speaking no matter who is talking. God is speaking no matter who is talking. So if we truly believe that God is expressing through everything and everyone, that there's no power outside of ourselves, there's nothing we have to look up to or look down to or look out to, that everything's happening right here, then why would we think that when somebody is talking to us or not talking to us or whatever they're doing, that wasn't God? God doesn't leave because we're sick. God doesn't leave because we're angry. God doesn't leave when we're joyous. God doesn't leave when we're singing. God doesn't leave when whatever is happening in our life is happening, because it's all God, which is the first principle of our science, philosophy, and way of being, is that it's all God. Yeah. So God is speaking no matter who is talking. Really take that in, because I know we all have things going on in our life. It could be anything. And if we can come from that place, and this is just, I'm just telling you what works for me, because, as a minister, as a leader of a center for almost 13 years now, as a spiritual practitioner, as someone that has been in this philosophy for close to 30 years, is that possible? I guess it is close to 30 years. I've been through a lot. A lot. And sometimes when you're not where we are, you don't get the whole picture like we get it. It's like the universe sees the whole picture. If we really trusted the universe and this creative power, we would understand that that power sees the whole picture. That's why it can bring things into our vibrational frequency, because it sees the whole picture and it sees each and every person. So when we put a vibe out of whatever that is, then it comes back to us, because that's what we're vibrating as. So if there's something in our life that we want more of, or we say we don't want, or whatever. I don't say I don't want, because saying you don't want is like saying you want it, because the universe only understands whatever we say. It's not gonna understand the negative. It only understands the positive. So I always say, what is it that I want? So if that is the case, then we have to start to vibrate at that frequency of whatever that is that we want in our lives, and allow ourselves to step into that. But there is something that I have to say, though, about this, because we always want to be loving. We always want to be compassionate. We always want to be the best we can to put ourselves as in that vibrational frequency of the highest. But that does not mean, and I'm saying this to anybody that has something in their life that maybe is showing up, that doesn't make us a doormat. Love is not passive. Love is strong. Love is vibrant. Love is compassionate. Love is understanding. But it doesn't make us a doormat or a victim. Because sometimes we can be feeling like we have to be a certain way, and we're not allowed to take care of ourselves. And when we take care of ourselves from that loving place, then we're doing service. If anybody's ever raised a child and has had problems with their child, as we all, at least, I don't know, parents I know, there's always a part of childhood where something is happening. There's a point where you can be loving, but you don't have to be a doormat. And I went through that with my kids on different levels. And it didn't mean I didn't love them. It just meant that I needed to stand for myself too, and also to raise myself to the higher consciousness, and although I didn't have this philosophy at that time, to help them to raise their consciousness. Anyway, it's really important to know that love doesn't make you a doormat. Love is not passive, and that I'm not going to, well, I am. I just used it with my children. I'm sure everybody has their own example, so I have millions of them, and I'm not going to be using them today. But what I'm saying to you is that whatever experience that we're in, the most important thing is to stay in love and to stay in the essence of who you are. If you remember who you are and who the other person is, and who that God is in every experience, you won't have any trouble. If you can take a moment to just pause, center yourself, and remember who you are, and remember what you stand for, and remember that love is always present, you'll have the answers. Because what happens is, otherwise, we get all cluttered in our minds, and all we do is like escalate anything, any experience we're having by just getting off kilter and going, it could be anything. Like, what if we get a diagnosis of some sort, and all of a sudden we start and it would be natural, right, to start getting panicky and start doing all of that, and that's why we call on a practitioner to help us, or someone that's going to guide us. But if whatever happens, if we could take a deep breath, center, and remember what we teach here, which is God is everything, and therefore that is who I am. And therefore, in this moment, I always know exactly what to do, because this creative intelligence, this creative love, moves through me and moves through all of creation. And so right here and right now, I don't have to look out to decide what is mine to do. All I have to do is look within, and I'll know exactly what to do in every single moment. And so that's what I know, and I know it for a surety, and that's why I'm telling it to you today. And I hope it resonates in some way, in some place in your life, or I wouldn't be saying it. Probably not. So the two things is, what do I need to know here? What do I need to know here is the first question to ask. What do I need to know here? Whatever's happening, what do I need to know here? Because this is in my experience, because there's something for me to know. What do I need to know? Remember last week we said something, I can't remember who said it, but it was like, when a challenge comes up, what part of me is asking for healing right now? Because it's asking for healing. So nothing's negative, everything's positive, because the universe is positive. So, and the other thing is, keep it simple. And the simplest way to keep it simple is to stay in love with yourself, in love with the universe, in love with other people, and to allow yourself to know that you're always in the right place at the right time. You're always looking at your reflection. Grandfather Golden Eagle said that yesterday. When I look at you and you look at me, we're one. So have a beautiful Sunday, and keep it simple. Thank you.
Mahalo, Reverend Rita, for that beautiful.
Thank you. Amy and Jeremy. What?
Jonathan, can I have some ukulele and my ukulele and the monitor a little more?
Oh. Quanta.
Thank you.
Quanta.
All right, here's one by Tina Malia. It's called All Roads.
Oh, yeah.
This is the sound of one heart starting to hear. This is the sound of faith stepping out of fear. Oh, the journey of one soul's passage through time, and oh, this is one lone dreamer learning to fly. This is the sound of love reaching out from the storm, calling through the thunder, through the anguished war. I can feel the winds, feel them beginning to turn, and oh, this is one small light starting to burn, and your love is shining in everything I do,
She loves Amy.
and I hear you calling for me. For all roads lead, all roads lead, all roads lead to you. And this is the sound of prayer on its way to the sun, calling all the children together as one. And I can see us there, see as clear as the blue. And oh, this is one small part. Here is my gift to you, and your love
Every moment of my
is
day,
shining
every movement that we
in
make,
everything I do, and I hear you
every time I speak your
calling for
name,
me.
I know that you are
All roads lead,
here inside.
all roads lead to your love. It is shining in everything I do, and I hear you
Every moment of my
calling for
day,
me.
every movement that we
For
make,
all roads lead, all roads lead, all roads lead, all roads lead, all roads lead. So count the hilltops, count the towns, as we're crossing over. So hear no, speak no, hear no sound on this golden flight.
Beautiful.
Hello.
Thank you. Beautiful. Well, she just loves Amy. She can't help it. It's not you.
Well, I guess when you're secure with yourself, things like that don't really bother you now, does it?
I'm kidding, honey. Oh, Jonathan has my microphone on still. That's why you got to hear me. Okay.
Namaste. What I was going to say is it that simple, and Quanta says, yes, actually it is. I don't know how many of you could be up here cleaning yourself, and we all think it's so cute. Just saying. I think of you, Rose, because when she first came here, you were one of the committees that said, keep her, keep her, keep her. Yes. So she appreciates that. So is it that easy? Yes and no. It can be, if we choose it. It's a state of mind, yes? It's frequency. It's so funny that after years of talking about something and speaking from your heart of it, the heart of it, that you go, wow, is there something, it's not that I'm not getting it, but is there something that we need to continue to feel through with this process of becoming whole and complete? And the last couple days have really been an eye-opener for me in an interesting way, because you know, you think you're doing something and then a revelation's going to come and there's going to be like, you know, angels singing and a whole bunch of stuff happening. And when it doesn't happen like that, sometimes you miss it. When it doesn't become very dramatic. And the question I had for myself is, how am I preparing the way in my daily life for it to be easy? Assume that life has to be hard. I think I do on some level because of my programming and my upbringing, that it was taught that, you know, and also what's attached to this, which just today in my meditation, the idea of your value is attached to how hard you have to get through something. And I realized that there's this thing about the sweat of your brow, and if you don't really work hard, then it's not worth it. And all of the things that we are told, and what I'm experiencing is, I don't think that was the intention of any vibrant being that created everything, seen and unseen, to say, I've got an idea, let's put him through hell. I got a great idea because that'll bring me a lot of joy. No. Said, I'm going to give you the kingdom of heaven. And I'm going to leave you with choice. And whatever beautiful mess you make out of it, I'm still here for you. I'm here right where your heart is. You don't have to look any further. So I was thinking of two illustrations that happened this weekend, and I was thinking about the idea of the telethon. It's a very orchestrated thing. It's planned for months. And if you know anything about me, you know that if I have your email, you know that I am constant on letting you know that it's happening. And that is something that I enjoy doing, but then, you know, it sometimes feels like, I think that after your 32 emails, I think they got the point. But I still continue to do it. And then there's all of the orchestration of when they come. By the way, that thing called good and God is right there, where we are connected. So I was thinking about the telethon, because we were very, very certain this year, that was Charles and Jonathan and everybody involved, that we were going to set the foundation for it to be easy and smooth And instead of just saying, this is a word that I can hardly live with in my life anymore, let's see what happens. Oh, I can't even resonate. Let's just see what happens. That just sets you up for some interesting things. And I've lived a lot of my life on see what happens, and I'll handle whatever happens. But I think there's another way to make it a little easier and more loving on ourselves. We said, yeah, where do we go first? We said, we are going to set the frequency for this building. We're going to set the frequency for everyone who enters it. We're going to come up here and and there was a few complications here and there, but guess what? As Rita said, yes, but that was then and now is now, and the show must go on. And that's not just getting away from that. That's not carrying your past in with you to destroy the frequency of your future moments. We demanded, it was so breathtaking to watch and to feel, mostly to feel, that we demanded that the universe allow this place to be a vessel for the most important, not just to raise money, but to raise consciousness. To raise consciousness. We proved to ourselves, we said, wow, we do have this kind of power. I didn't have power over the circumstances that may be out that door, but I did know that wherever I was and wherever that was, that we were doing it. So I watched setting the foundation. And I remember going back to childhood, I was trained that you got to get through it, man. You're going to get through this. This is a little war zone, and you can do it. And that's why I was taught through all of my experiences that you did not have a choice but to be a doormat. That was not your choice at 7 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old. So what happened was I developed, and as some of you know me, I developed this incredible thing called hypervigilance, which meant you were on 24/7. Better known as PTSD. I didn't know that it was okay for me to say, that's not the frequency I choose to be in. But now I do. And I remember moving to LA with my girlfriend at the time, fiance. Everybody was getting engaged at 19, why not me? Till 5 years later, you find out maybe it's really not me who should be engaged for 5 years. But anyway, it was a beautiful thing. But I remember the first time leaving the house and leaving all of that drama. And my girlfriend and I sitting there doing this really weird thing, watching TV with nobody pounding through the door and no disruption. And I was bored silly. I was bored. And I say that now, I didn't know that at the time. It was so calm that just didn't work for me. I insisted on drama. And I created it, trust me. 19, 20 years old in Los Angeles for the first time. Trust me, I found some ways for drama. Until I started to really get to know myself and say, I think life was meant to be easier than this. My mom used to say, when I die, I want to come back as a cow. Well, that's my mama, high aspirations. I want to be a cow. And I would say, tell me more. She said, they're so content. They're just content. And her life was anything but content. But what that comes from is someone who did not believe that they had a choice. That was somebody who said, let's see what happens. And I'll keep praying, and I'll get through this. I will pray to my infant Jesus, and I know that I will get through it. And she did get through it. But I think there's an easier way. And so I also came upon this word this morning about reactors. I have been known in my lifetime, because of my great training, to be a reactor. What do you want? What? I was going to tell you how great you were. Oh, really? Then I realized, then we changed it because we wanted to color code it for a moment. And then we said, we don't want to be reactors. We want to be responders. I used to think that was a really cool thing. Then I said, I think we just changed the word from reactor to responder, and it's actually happening the same way. I understand, take a breath and then respond, and that does help, but we're still reactors. So my message for myself today, and if it carries over to you, wow, that's another win-win. I've decided to be a conscious chooser. I'm going to choose who I am spiritually. I'm going to choose to behave in a way that I feel and set it up like we did with the now, one thing, set it up with the telethon. Let me tell you, you're not setting up how everybody's going to behave. It's not that kind of chess game. Oh, no, no. It says it no matter what. And I'm going to tell you, yesterday, no matter what, I said, I demand peace and quiet. And I don't have to have those triggers going off. And we all stayed together with that idea. And you could see, and the people that came in, it was like an angelic moment of watching all of this. But back to the choosers, the conscious choosers, what freedom to be able to say, I choose, and that's where the doormat comes in. We don't stop loving somebody for how they're behaving, but I'm gonna love you over there. Because I love myself enough. Love myself enough. I'm not 7 years old. I'm not 10. I'm not still living at home. And I don't have to be an unconscious chooser. I am now matured spiritually and continue to grow spiritually. But I get to choose. And I'm not sure, my world tells me right now that I don't have a choice in certain things. And I say, yes, we do. Snap got taken away for a moment, or if it still is, I haven't been taken up on this particular island. And we said, I wasn't going to go out and say, I'm going to do this. What we're going to do is get 10% of whatever we make and get it over to the food bank. We're going to continue to do this. Today, in this room, we're going to look at each other and, as I said earlier to someone, really see one another. If we can do that, no matter what, if I can see you for who you are, beyond it all, and that doesn't mean that your behavior has to match what I want, but I'm just letting you know that I'm taking care of this wonderful vehicle, and I'm taking care of this. And I feel lighter. Literally, actually. I feel a little light. I'll take a clap for those 25 pounds, those 30 pounds. 30, all right. And 20 more, I'm going to be doing the scene with Chia. You wait and see. I'm going to meet Alex. And we're going to spin like we've never spun before. So, with that being, this year I laid low and let our beautiful Miss Cheryl be folded away and go. But next year, Alex. I have a poem that's going to go with this one, too. And Chia said, well, what about me? Chia, it'll be all three of us. There we go. So, to end this, it says, I love this. If peace doesn't feel real, it may be because you've mistaken chaos for aliveness. Bears repeating, God bumps are going off. If peace doesn't feel real, it may be because you have mistaken chaos for aliveness. I invite us all today to be alive in the best, in the joyfulness of whatever we're going through, and know that we're going through it with ease and grace and love. And anything that our world needs right now starts right today, right here. If you think it needs more peace, then we are more peace. If you think it needs more love, then we need to be more love. If you think it needs to be more giving, then I suggest we give more. We give more. I love you. I love you, and Alex, we'll talk. Namaste.
This is a sound of prayer on its way to the sun, calling all the children together as one.
Oh, sure.
And I can see us there, see it clear as the blue. And oh, this is one small part. Here's my gift to you, and your love
Every moment of my day,
shining
every movement that you
in everything I do. And I hear you
every time you speak your name. I know that you are here
all roads lead.
inside.
All roads lead, all roads lead to you. So count the hilltops, count the towns, as we're crossing over. See no, hear no, speak no sound on this golden flight.
Big mahalo to Reverend Doctors Patrick and Rita, Reverend Walt for the inspirational talks today. Much appreciated, everybody in this audience and far beyond. And we welcome back up the Reverend Doctors Rita and Patrick.
Shouldn't have She just, whenever Amy, they were singing there, I just watch her just go, ah. It is so beautiful. So this is our time to do some giving. And remember, it's called the law of circulation for a reason, because when it goes out, whoa, it comes back, right? So that is the most beautiful thing. And it's not a portfolio, so none of this, well, I gave 10%, I didn't get 10 back. Well, it's not a bank like that. It's a different kind. It's called the bank of your universe right here, because I'm not afraid to give, because as Dr. Rubin used to tell us, I give because I can. And whatever amount I can give, I used to say, if it's $1, put it on your forehead and say, yes, I'm a giver. So let's do this, and we have some music to go with some giving. And
Abundance, living life in this abundance. So much good love in abundance.
Celebration of a new day, God in abundance.
Giving thanks for this abundance. abundance. So much good love in abundance.
First.
Sweet sensations of a new day rise in abundance. Giving them in abundance. Sweet sensations of abundance. Falling in the blessings of a new day rise in abundance. Living life in this abundance. Giving thanks for this abundance. Falling in the blessings of a new day rising.
Yeah, so I bless this abundance and all the abundance that came in yesterday and continues to come into this beautiful thing called Center for Spiritual Living Kaua'i that allows us to magnify this message and the aloha that we share here with the whole world. So I am so grateful, and I just let it be. And so it is.
So it
Thank you,
is.
Angela.
So we
Okay.
got lots of things continuing to happen.
All right.
Everyone said, the telethon's over, but guess what? Nothing's ever over
All
at
right,
CSL.
the first thing we want you to know is that we're not going to have Rap with the Revs today because there's food, all right?
There's so much leftover
There's so
food
much
from
leftover food, so
yesterday.
we're going to enjoy that food and we can talk to each other outside.
We can
okay?
rap while we eat.
We'll rap.
So there's some snacks back there. Thank you, everyone. And then, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, so come on up here, Walt. We're very excited.
Yes,
We are. What you don't know about Reverend Walt, maybe Reverend Dr. Walt, is that he is part of Kaua'i Hospice, an important part of Kaua'i Hospice. And I am a labyrinth facilitator. So what we decided to do was bring the two together because the labyrinth is a 4,000, please know, this is not like some new age thing that we just thought up. 4,000 years old, or maybe more, I don't know. Ancient meditation, ancient symbol of unity, ancient symbol of that circular process of life that everything is connected. So we decided to bring it to processing and grief and mourning. And do you want to tell them about what you do at your thing?
What
this?
Spiritual and bereavement care coordinator.
Wait, you need the mic. You need a mic. Yeah.
It's on. It's on.
I am a spiritual and bereavement care coordinator with Kaua'i Hospice. So this particular labyrinth, many of you have probably walked it in kind of a general sense, but this one will be specifically related to the grief we carry, particularly as we come into the holidays. So if you've experienced a death personally and you're still feeling that grief, then this would be a perfect opportunity for you to come. We are asking that you call the hospice office, which is 808-245-7277 to register. Even though this is a joint thing with CSL, the hospice office is coordinating the registration. And if you know of anyone else who could benefit from this, please share that with them.
Yeah, so we have a limited space because of the size of our labyrinth and for the amount of time we've allotted for it and to keep the traffic flow through the labyrinth. And I think there's nothing like more powerful than having a container, a sacred container where we can witness each other. And as we're going through the process, nobody's going to be drawn out or have to say anything or anything like that. But there's something unconscious and healing about just expressing and allowing that container, that sacred container, to hold us and for us to witness each other. So I'm expecting it to be a really beautiful, powerful night. I know.
Right.
So thank you.
And jumping right into the other things here, Namaste Singers at 5:30 this week, yeah? So it's back on for the rehearsal because you got a whole bunch of gigs coming up, do you not? And one of those gigs is the Christmas tree decorating party. We're going to have some caroling going on there. That's on Friday, November 28th, 5 p.m. to 8. Bring an ornament or poo-poo or dessert to share. And the Namaste Singers will be caroling. And then if that wasn't enough at the end of the month, let's work backwards. Next Sunday is what? Is the Thanksgiving potluck, traditional.
God, how did it get
It's-
to be next Sunday?
I'm telling you. We have it every year right before Thanksgiving, so we get to share the table together as well. So bring your favorite dish to share, or as someone said, I think you guys should have a potluck. I always love it when I think you guys. I think you should have a comfort food potluck.
Not next week.
No, not next week. But I said, wow, that opens up a lot of macaroni and cheese, doesn't it? And marshmallows and a whole bunch of stuff. But anyway, bring your I'm not going to be eating it. Yeah. So anyway, this Friday, though.
Wait, let me finish.
Oh, what?
Ron Stover and I are having a turkey cook-off. He doesn't know it yet, but we are. Okay.
Oh, is it kind of like Alex and I?
Kind of.
We're going to have a little dance-off?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So no, it wasn't. So spiritual cinema this Friday. Please be here. It's a short, I mean not short, it's an hour long, but it's the Jane Goodall's documentary.
Famous last words.
And it's called Her Last Words. And it is just breathtaking. So if you can get here, and we're going to definitely have, we don't always, but this time we're going to have a little circle afterwards as well. Food drive still going, bring that food. It's already, can you imagine, it's already starting to get to the top again. I mean, it's great. And then Toys for Tots, it's that time of year too. Unwrapped gifts for kids and teens.
What is the cutoff date, Reverend Diane?
Well, December 15th will be the cutoff.
Okay.
Delivering toys. November 29th is when we'll start bringing them to the Toys for Tots.
Okay.
So please start bringing them in.
All right.
What's
She
that?
said December 15th was
December
the cutoff.
15th is the
but-
cutoff, and November 29th.
Right, she's going to start bringing the toys and gifts over
Great.
to Toys for Tots.
And then also, speaking of the food drive, they also are accepting baby food as well, and also pet food. Sometimes people go, well, we should focus more on kind of the adults and the kids. But let me tell you, if you've ever met some of these wonderful people on our island, they have their dogs with them. And I do know that they would give it to their dog and their cat before they would eat. So let's also, if you're going to bring something there, just bring a little something extra for the cat. Dog, I'm sorry.
Or cat. No.
Okay, and then Yoga Flow, it's building up. That's with Jeanette.
On Tuesdays
On
at
Tuesdays
9.
at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And then we have a treatment box in the back. That means if something's going on, we're also going to have some treaters. We're going to have some practitioners there as well. Now, up here, and that just comes up, and just tell them just directly, this is what I require, and let them treat for you. And then if not, put it on the
Treatment
request in the back. But this is an announcement. I go away from the phone. We are bringing back, and it will be full soon, Flying Solo. And if you've ever known, Flying Solo is our most attended in all of the years we've been doing events. Flying Solo, I'll give you the real kind of the short one, Chia. But we have 8 spots. And what happens is you work with us for 6 weeks, and that includes the presentation night, which is also a reception for the people that are coming. And you take and do a timeline of a specific part and time in your life that you want to present, and you work through it for 6 weeks. And we're highly trained in that. Who's actually done them? I see a lot.
There's a lot of them here.
Oh, there's a lot of
So
flying
you can
solos.
talk to them.
And Sue Buckley as
Isha,
well.
Susan.
Yeah, they're all. It's the reason that I did it. If you're watching, Emma, Emma said, "Are you ever going to bring that back? Because I would love to do it." And I go, "Oh my gosh, you're first on the sign up." And so there are only 8. We cannot do more than that. And the classes are from 5 to 8. Once a week until the presentation. And it's just really important, and all alumni are welcome to come back, because I'm sure your stories have changed a tad bit in the last, and if you've never done it before, please talk to us, please talk to one of them. It is going to be a night to remember.
It's
It
a
starts-
process.
It's a process.
And it's a really process inward to actually take something and move yourself through it and have a witness, an audience as witness to your
present it.
story. And it's really powerful.
Yeah,
So-
it's about something you've worked through that we're working through.
Yeah.
Not that we're going to start it on their presentation night and say, by the way, this just came up for me. No, we're going to really process it. January 14th, which I believe is a Wednesday night, for 6 weeks, and then we're also...
From 5 o'clock to 8
From
o'clock.
5 o'clock to 8. We're making it as early as we can. You will never, ever regret it. Oh, Charles Wolfhard, he's on it too, right?
He's been in it.
So that's it. I think that is it for us.
Yes.
Flying solo, I'm so excited.
All
so
right.
excited.
So, like Patrick said, there is a treatment box back there. If something come up that you want to know, that you want us to know more truth about you, put it in there, and we will have our practitioners, 14 of them all together, pray on that.
Yes.
And yeah, and then I don't know who's coming up today to do treatments, Reverend Diane and Melissa
Peggy.
and Peggy. All right, so that's good. Melissa's not here.
And
yeah.
Walt.
Oh, and Walt.
Well, you have to raise your hand a little more than this.
I know. You know, you gotta
Because when I'm in
understand.
the front row, don't you see me?
Yeah. All right,
Obviously.
so let's,
Come on up.
Amy and Jeremy are ready, so let's just take a deep breath, settle in, and recognize all that we've experienced here and how this power, this light, this love, this energy, this source, whatever we call it, it's one thing. It is pure love. And it's moving through us, and it's moving through our day, and then we get to take that out at our highest level of consciousness into our world and share it. What can be better than that? So I know we're blessed, and as we go from here, we go in peace. I know whatever food we eat today together, it's all blessed too. So I just let it be so as I affirm, and so it is. So it is.
Grateful for
Oh,
everybody.
I didn't do my thank yous.
It's okay.
That's all right.
Just tell everybody that we're grateful.
All I need is a little sun, some for me, some for everyone. And all I need is a little air, some for me, some for everywhere. A little bit of love, a little bit of love.
And all I need is some water to drink, a quiet place where I can sit and think. And if I find me a pot of gold, I'll never forget about the rainbow. Little bit of love, little bit of love.
But really what I'm trying to say is I need you and we love you. And every little bit of love that you give me too. And all I need is a happy home, someplace I wouldn't have to be alone. And it would be nice to have some candlelight to light the fire in your heart at night.
Little bit of love,
Just
a little bit of love,
just a little bit of love. Little bit of love, Quantum. But really what I'm trying to say is I need you, CSL Kaua'i. And every little bit of love that you give me too. Let's let the hug fest begin. Here we go. And all I need is a little sun, some for me, some for everyone. And all I need is a little air, some for me, some for everywhere. Little bit of love, a little bit of love. Yes, just a little bit of love, a little bit of love.